Hello YouTube, I hope you're doing good. This is Jim. I know it's been a long time that I haven't posted a video on YouTube, but today tonight rather, I'm going to discuss about top 11 darkest fragrances that I have right here with me. And without wasting any time, let's begin. First of all, number 11 or honorable mention, it is Antilles by Chanel, designer fragrance, which was released in 1981. It is a dark green and kind of a patchouli scent, which is really good, kind of retro. So at number 11 it is Chanel Antilles, dark fragrance. We go with number 10, and this is Emmanuel Ungaro number 3. This boozy rose fragrance, or rose and vodka, but at the same time it is kind of a dark and moody fragrance, something like Dracula would wear. A really nice one, and also very good, also inexpensive for its, I think, uniqueness. This one, it is very unique in the designer game. We go with number 8. This is Montal Blackwood. This is a very dark rose and woody fragrance with a patchouli backbone. This is very dark oriental and Middle Eastern in style. Quite a dark fragrance, which I like very much. Further we go. This is number 7, Salvador Dali Porom. A really nice dark green fragrance. It has that oak moss, and it has some kind of greenness and darkness which I cannot rather describe, but it smells really dark in my opinion. I don't know why, but it smells like a dark green forest. So at number 7 it is Salvador Dali Porom. Right now we go with a cheapie, and this is Lord by Al Rahab. A really nice, inexpensive Middle Eastern brand, which also has choco musk and silver, which are very recognizable. But Lord, it's the most that it reminds me of, it's like Kouros from Yves Saint Laurent, and also Lapidos Porom. It's like a cross breeding between those fragrances, like a hyper or more concentrated version of Lapidus Porom, I would say. It is really dark green and really strong and concentrated at the same time. I would go with this instead of Lapidus Porom because it has a very good projection, very nice sillage, and very good longevity. Great one actually for like €3, 50ml bottle. It's a no-brainer. Really dark and really good. We go with number 6 right now, and this is Black by Comme des Garçons. I don't know if I spelled that correctly, but Comme des Garçons is an avant-garde, rather a unique brand of France. And actually it has some really good fragrances on its collection. I have tried them all, but this and Florienthal are the ones that I like the most from the brand. I would describe this one like a very dry, dark and peppery fragrance, and to me it mostly resembles to Bulgari Black. The one like the bottle of Bulgari that looks like a tire, you know, from I think 1998 or 9. It was Bulgari Black. I think right now it is discontinued. But a very nice fragrance, but better than Bulgari Black. It is Black by Comes des Garçons. A very nice one. It has, I think, a sandalwood and vanilla base, but some dark woods and also licorice and pepper. A very nice one. At number 5, right now we crack in the top 5, which is All Night, also by Montal. This one, it is an animalic, I think, mostly leather, but also mixed with wood. And it has some resemblances with a fragrance that I'm going to talk about right after this one, but also has some similarities with the Opening of the Night by Frederick Moll, which I don't have, but it has some resemblances with this one, which is Oud Night by Montal. I think this one is one of the darkest fragrances from the Montal line. So top 5, Oud Night by Montal, a very good one. And this is the one that I was going to talk about, which has similarities to Oud Night and also to The Night by Frederick Moll, especially at the opening. I think at the first 10 minutes of the fragrance. And this one, it is from Rasasi. It is Fakat Lil Rijal, which in Arabic, I guess it says it is only for men. But I find this one to be, in my opinion, it has throughout the fragrance, it has a soft rose note, which makes it, I think, wearable also for women too. But at the same time, I think it has 3 types of wood in here, as Rasasi say on their webpage where they describe their fragrances. It has very good sillage, and also the longevity is more than like a day, 24 hours. It is a dark one, but a little more darker than Oud Night by Montal. Number 4, Fakat Lil Rijal. Number 3, we have right here. It is LODO Nero, Laudano Nero, an Italian brand from Tiziana Terenzi, which is Tiziana Terenzi. And the fragrance means, like in English, black labdanum. And here you get things like it is boozy, and I can detect the booziness, but also the incense, the smokiness, and also smells something like slate or stones, something like cement. It is a very, very dry fragrance. In this one, I would say monstrous sillage and longevity. The sillage and the projection in this one, it's hard to beat. Like, you can go in the middle of the winter with like 3 sprays of this and you will get noticed. It is also really good for the money. It's not that expensive, and it is extrait de parfum. Laudo Nero by Tiziana Terenzi, a very dark fragrance and very good at the same time. At number 3. And we go at number 2. This is, I know, probably everyone knows this one. It is Black Afghano by Nasamato. And this one is made by one of my favorite perfumers, who is Alessandro Gaultieri. And I like many fragrances from the brand of Nasamato and also by the brand of Orto Parisi. Both of them are made by the same person, who is Alessandro Gaultieri. Black Afghano, it is very deep, very dark, very thick, soily green, like deep green color. and it has that oily cannabis, but also the incense, which makes makes it seem like the cannabis is burning at the same time. It has also some, I think, coffee. It smells very good, very sophisticated. I like it a little more than Laudano Nero. It is one of the darkest fragrances that I have used or I have smelled. So at number 2 it is this one, Black Afghano by Nasamato. A really nice fragrance. Who also was the first fragrance to introduce the cannabis note, I think, besides Kinski, who used maybe in like 1980s or whatever. But this is a niche brand that first used the cannabis note in a fragrance. A very intriguing and also very good fragrance. Uh, Unisex one maybe, but I would think that it leans more masculine. Black Afghano by Nasamato at number 2. And at number 1, this is one of my favorite fragrances of all time, and this is RIHANNA Intense Incense by Etat Libre d'Orange. What to say about this one? It's like it is darkness bottled, darkness in a bottle. It has that very dark leather mixed with aldehydes, a tiny pinch of violet, but the leather in here combined with the incense, it smells really dark, really animalic, and the fragrance changes but persists in the skin and on your clothes maybe for like, I would say, maybe a year. I have a jumper that I have put this fragrance on, and even when I have washed that jumper that I use this fragrance, I still could smell RIHANNA Intense Incense. Like, for the money and for the uniqueness of the fragrance, you cannot beat this fragrance. It is a really good one, and I have heard also rumors that it might be discontinued. I'm not really sure about that, but if you want to get a fragrance from Etat Libre d'Orange and to use it during the winter, and you are the type of guy who like, or girl who likes dark fragrances, I would say that this one I would recommend it at the first place, because it's not that expensive. It is 100 milliliter. It is eau de parfum, and also it projects, it performs, it smells very good. Like, I would think, imagine Kuros from Yves Saint Laurent, but without that chalkiness or that like salmon note, but much more darker, much more leathery, and also that aldehydic part, but in a much more modern way. To be honest, this smells wonderful. The packaging is great. So at number 1, Etat Libre d'Orange, RIHANNA Intense Incense, a great one. And this was my video about my most darkest fragrances that I have used and that I have tried. They might be many more that I haven't used or experienced, but these are the ones that I tend to gravitate to and that I have, and that I think that are the darkest fragrances to experience. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see on other videos with other topics. Bye bye. I wish you a great night.